Welcome to another episode of WTF Cinema.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Sorry for that delay that we had. Thanksgiving holiday kind of messed up my free time, and I haven't had as much free time as I used to, so updates are going to continue to be a little irregular, but I haven't forgotten about you, and I'm not going to. So, anyway, let's go ahead and finish off the second half of our second look at the Batman TV series. As you'll recall, the Penguin is on the loose with a master plan to somehow rope Batman into helping him with his crimes, and Bruce Wayne is on his way into a furnace to face a fiery death. Let's see how he gets out of it. Now, the heat causes Bruce to wake up because the conveyor belt moves extra slow, because it's the best way to dispose of a body, is you give it a very, very good chance to escape by slowly feeding it into a fiery death. Now, realizing he can't get out of the net, and the net seems to be tied down, he pulls out his super special lighter, which we're told by the Penguin contains a lifetime supply of butane gas, and he throws it into the furnace, causing an explosion which frees him. So kids, if you're ever faced with a fiery death, cause a large explosion to free yourself. Now, Penguin decides to go ahead and let Bruce Wayne escape. Even though he saw the whole thing on camera, he tells his henchmen, let him go. He's probably just another crook. Why else would he bug my hideout? Now he's not going to come around here anymore. You're a criminal. You don't think the possibility that maybe like an undercover cop would want to bug your hideout is feasible? The only people who would want to know what you're doing are other bad guys? Because if I was a bad guy, I would assume the good guys were trying to catch me. But that's just me. Batman returns to the Batcave after first putting on his costume. So far, there seems to be a rule that Batman has to be in costume when he's in the Batcave. Because we just saw him. He just escaped from a fiery death, ran immediately back to his headquarters, but stopped to take the time to put on his tights before entering the cave. Even though the only people who know the location of the cave, and even more so, that are actually in the cave at this moment, are Robin and Alfred, who know who he is. There's no reason for the costume. But I don't know, it just seems to be a rule of the series. If you're going into the cave, you gotta change first. Now, it turns out that Penguin has built a secret radio transmitter into the handle of the umbrella that Batman took back to analyze. So, the Penguin has figured out how to make his shop bug-proof. But Batman hasn't. What is with the villains in this series actually being smarter than the heroes? So, finally, Penguin's plan is revealed. As Batman tries to figure out what the Penguin's plan is, Penguin and his henchmen stand by taking notes. Basically, Penguin is letting Batman plan his heists for him. The idea being, Batman will say, well, perhaps this umbrella is telling us that he wants to steal the thingamabob that's located at the Whoosy-What's-It. And the Penguin goes, the thingamabob at the Whoosy-What's-It, that's what I'm gonna steal! How am I gonna do it? And Batman says, well, he'll probably do it this way. And Penguin says, take notes, that's how we're gonna steal it. So Penguin's grand scheme is to have Batman come up with schemes for him. We're really letting our supervillain standards slip a little, aren't we? You're too lazy to come up with your own crime? So, after a false lead that we're not going to bother with, Batman determines that the Penguin's plan is to kidnap an out-of-town actress shooting a movie in Gotham City. Because by kidnapping the actress, you'll delay filming of the movie and cost the studio thousands of dollars. The Penguin thinks this is a great scheme. So, the master grand heist that the Penguin is going to go for is mildly inconveniencing a film studio by kidnapping an actress. He's probably going to ransom her off, but really? So many other things you could be doing. And also, Batman now thinks this is how you're going to do it. He thinks you're going to kidnap this actress, you're going to come to this location at this time, steal her this way. Wouldn't the real evil genius plan be to go steal something else? Because now we know where Batman and Robin are going to be. We know where the police are going to be paying attention. I'm going to go steal that thing over there. And they'll never see it coming. But no, Penguin's going to stick with this plan. Remember last time when I said that every episode's got to feature Batman climbing up something? I wasn't kidding, apparently. Because instead of walking into her hotel room and explaining, "Hi, I'm Batman, I unofficially help out the police and we believe you're in danger," he decides to break into her hotel room and frighten the crap out of her.
Don't be alarmed, Miss Robbins. We're not lawbreakers.
We're here to protect you, ma'am.
Technical point of fact there, Batman. You are lawbreakers. You fight crime without any legal backing of any duly recognized authority. You're a vigilante. You are lawbreakers. Now the Penguin begins his master plan. Between all the previous shots and this one, he picked up a third henchman. I don't know what the hiring process for that was, but apparently he needed a third guy for the heist, because there's a third henchman we've never seen before. And he begins to execute the kidnapping plan exactly the way Batman lined out for him. It was very convenient of Batman to do that. Luckily, when Batman and Robin are supposed to get the jump on him, he activates his Penguin Magnet, which effectively glues them to the wall due to the metal in their utility belts. Nothing else metal in the room moves, but it sucks Batman and Robin from across the room up to this wall. Super ultra powerful. They can't get out of it, no way, no how. But nothing else in the room is affected by this magnet. It's a very specific magnet. Now, the authorities have decided, since the Penguin got away with the actress, they're going to go ahead and pay off the ransom. The Penguin gave them very specific plans. Here's where you're going to give me the money, here's how to let me know you've agreed to pay me, da-da-da-da-da-da. The location the Penguin has picked to receive his payoff is inside Wayne Manor. Once last episode, and once this episode, the Penguin has made it very clear he does not recognize millionaire Bruce Wayne. I've been saying billionaire, but apparently in this particular incarnation, he's just a millionaire because, you know, inflation. Millionaire Bruce Wayne. He doesn't know who the guy is, but he knows where his house is. It's a little odd. Alright guys, we're getting towards the end here. Now, Penguin overhears Batman and Robin say that they're going to jump him from these suits of armor. So he gasses the suits of armor, drops off the chick, steals the cash, and goes off. Hey, at least he's nice enough to fulfill his end of the bargain. He did drop off the chick. Most villains would take the money and the girl, but Penguin don't play like that. That's not how he rolls. But when the Penguin gets back to his hideout, it turns out Batman and Robin are there because Batman was able to determine that the umbrella was actually a bug, and so he planted false information and put dummies in the statue to lure Penguin into a false sense of security so that he could ambush them at his hideout and have... I know I haven't seen all of the episodes. In fact, I've seen 4 of them now, but this has to be the most ridiculous Batman fight ever. Enjoy. I don't have anything to add to that. So the Penguin and his fine feathered finks are back in jail, where hopefully the warden will actually review the security footage before letting them out again, if that can be used to prevent them from getting out, which we were told it couldn't. And all is right with the world, except we learn that the actress is now in love with Batman. Oh, that poor girl. That's it. That's all there is of these 2 episodes. I gotta say, the plan in this one didn't irritate me as much as the plan in the first one did. In the first one, remember, the Riddler framed Batman for brutality, which was brilliant. The lawsuit would have revealed his identity. It was brilliant, and then he screwed it up. In this one, it's not until the second episode we actually learn what the Penguin's plan is. And even then, the plan's not that bright. The idea of having somebody else plan your heist and how you're going to pull it off, just so you can pull a switcheroo at the end, that's a dangerous plan. Because that really just relies on you being slightly smarter than the other guy. Whereas, if you'd done what I said, and like, Batman says he's going to be here, so he goes over there, would have been a much better plan. So it's good to know that not all the villains are smarter than Batman, even though Batman can't bug-proof his hideout and the Penguin can. Anyway, we're going to leave this TV series behind for a while. We're going to jump into a batch of sci-fi movies next. I hope you enjoy them. And thank you for sticking with WTF Cinema in this time of uncertain updates. I do appreciate it. I'll see you around.
Thank you for watching WTF Cinema. Until next time, what the f***, man?